It's Tabletop Time! And I am Dave, the GM, narrator, and chaperone of our adventure tonight in A Call to Quest Episode 5. Episode 5, of course, being the 5th episode in the Call to Quest series.
No.
And I am Elle. Nice to be back.
Yay!
Yay! Welcome back! Yay! I'm Jen.
So, Jen. I am Murray.
Let me tell you something important. We actually live stream on YouTube, but for a special surprise tonight, we aren't live streaming on YouTube because something broke. But we don't let that stop us. We have gone straight to our Discord where we have an amazing roleplay community, and we're actually live streaming this in Discord stages for our Discord right now because YouTube broke, which means if ever you want to be in the loop, check out our Discord live streams, and if anything, our YouTube live streams, and if anything ever goes wrong, don't worry, we'll still do our best to provide the live stream experience. That's that.
Yeah. If live streams and YouTube videos aren't your thing as much, you just want to listen, you can check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify as well for a lovely listen.
And we'd like to give a huge thank you to all of our Patreons. If you'd like to join our Patreon, links are in the description below. You get access to our Discord, after parties, and a bunch of other awesome stuff. Again, links are down in the description below.
Can I interrupt and say
No.
Elle and Jen, might you perhaps spoil me with a little lowering of your cameras? Because when you talk into your mic, it kind of looks like you're crawling into the ground like this.
I'm trying to hide.
Just aim it down slightly. Let's give yourself a bit of
You couldn't wait for
headroom.
Murray to finish.
I'm sorry, it was bugging me. Yeah, that's great.
Talking.
So I'm sorry, Murray.
Okay, so merch. Yes, if you would like to support the channel and maybe just get yourself a little bit fancy, we have our own range of merch, which you can find on itstabletoptime.com.
Wait.
And the
Big
best
reveal,
merch of
superhero.
all
Ta-da!
is the cool posters. I think they're the sickest things. They're the
Posters are
coolest thing.
so cool, guys. Check
So
them out.
it's time to start our episode 5. In the last episode, we of course ended with Cody going on a holiday. His families are going away for school break. We got to the end of the school season, and that means Cody's away. He's away on a trip with family, and we're going to be picking up a little bit of a different situation. Let's do it, right? There's no time to start but the present. It is the first few days of the long mid-year summer holidays. The holiday that will separate middle school from high school for our soon-to-be freshman teenagers, Cody, Melvin, and Callum. But in this early week of the holidays, they have a lot of fun, a lot of reminiscing, a lot of hanging out to fill their time. We pick up our session at Melvin Mendoza's house as he and Callum hang out.
Hey, dude.
I'm so sorry. Like, I can't deal with my parents, right? Like, I swear I can hear them downstairs having their...
Oh, dude, that's really gross. I don't know if I want to.
I hate date night. It sucks.
Oh, date night, man. Yeah, my parents do the same thing too. They make like a big deal out of it. Ugh, sucks. Yuck. Not a fan.
It's gross.
Yeah. Do you have any like music we can like rock out? Like if we can play some really loud music, maybe.
Oh, I thought you were going to say drown them out, but yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. Okay, great. Maybe this sounds pretty cool. Maybe I'll just turn this up. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you know where it is.
And from downstairs, Melvin, your mother and I are heading out now. Oh, smoochy poos.
Thank Jesus
Now remember, listen to the babysitter. We'll be home later. All right, my lovely son, you be good.
Yep.
And you
Please,
look after
hurry.
Callum for me, won't you? He's a good kid.
Yeah.
Sure I will.
And the door
That'll
slams.
be fine, Mr. Mendoza. Don't worry.
And the door shuts with a giggle as two acting like lovebirds, middle-aged married couple head out to a restaurant for date night.
I swear it must be old age.
They
I
love
don't
their
understand.
date night, don't they?
They love each
They
other.
do, Meg. They do.
Yeah.
Cute.
It's gross.
Why do guys always think that's gross?
Because it is.
PDA, man. Like,
I guess.
anyway.
All right, I'm going to read over here and look after Sarah for a bit, okay? Don't get into trouble.
Yo, what?
We'll try.
What's for dinner? What are we having for dinner, man?
It's going to
I don't know.
microwave something. Is that okay?
I mean,
Cool.
Or we could do pizza.
pizza.
It is the
dude.
holidays. Yeah.
Oh, sick. I knew your babysitter was cool, man.
Yeah, she's right.
It just, man, I really miss my brother. Like, we haven't been able to play in so long.
Yeah, where is Dylan?
It's school, it's break, so he's been, partying with his friends.
Of course. Yeah.
Yeah. But he should be back. Yeah.
And it was getting so good as well.
I know. And now Cody's not here as well. Like,
Your game is going well.
Yeah, no, Dylan's been doing really good. Like, oh,
Amazing.
yeah.
you should totally come play again.
I mean,
Yeah, we'd love to have you
Yeah,
again.
dude.
thanks. I'm not sure we'll ever get the chance to, but yeah, it was fun. Distracting though.
Dylan would have to show up again, so
Yeah.
True. He's probably off partying somewhere.
Yeah, that's Dylan.
Well, we're gonna have our own pizza party, and it's gonna be great.
All right, let's order some pizza.
Yeah. Sarah can eat pizza, right?
She's old enough to eat pizza. And the phone is called. A voice on the other end picks up. Hey, it's the Pizza Pixel Palace. We got the pepperoni pizza pie supreme.
This guy.
It's your boy Tony. What can I get for you?
Yeah, pepperoni. Get it,
Yeah, a pepperoni. Okay.
So good.
We'll get a large pepperoni, and then maybe just like a small margarita, just something plain for Sarah. Yeah.
Wait, I think I got the call registry on this number. Is that the Mendoza house?
It is.
I think I can hear those boys in the background. You boys be good, all right?
Hey, Tony.
Yeah. Callum, Melvin, you're good kids. I'll throw some extra pepperoni on your pizza pie.
Tony says only if you behave, though.
he did it.
You don't know.
So with that, the pizza is ordered and some time passes. The delivery driver, young pimply teenager, drops off some pizza. A few hours pass. You enjoy the pizza. Callum and Melvin, is there anything in particular you play? What do you talk about while you hang out? Let's get to know Callum and Melvin a little bit and their friendship.
So, like, do you know what the school's doing for play next year when we get back?
Well, I suspect it's going to be Shakespeare again, only because our teacher loves it so much.
Okay.
Like, we just did Hamlet.
I mean,
Probably Romeo and Juliet.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've been quoting that one quite a lot.
Is there one that you would want to do? Because I would love to like do all the costumey stuff. I think that stuff's really cool. The sets too. The sets is super cool. So I think I'd love to be involved with that sort of stuff.
Well, the first time I was in one of those, it was actually Romeo and Juliet, but I got to play like one of the the thugs, the soldiers. That was
cool.
what in one of the houses, and that was really cool.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Nice.
But then I started doing bigger roles, which I like. It's really cool. And I get to really get out there and do something, be someone else, which is really interesting. And I don't know, maybe I just want to escape my parents sometime. But
Yeah.
yeah,
I get it, man. Well, look, if you need someone to help you practice lines and stuff, I can help you out, man.
Thanks, Callum. Yeah,
Nice.
how are you going? How are you going with all your audio stuff?
Yeah, good. I mean, I don't know. My parents are pretty strict with that stuff, especially because my brother, they tend to put a bit of pressure on me sometimes. They gotta stick to the rules and do your homework and that sort of thing. So yeah, look, it's spring break, so some time to myself has been nice, I think.
Yeah. Well, you're pretty good at getting it all done, so, you know.
Yeah, I just miss my brother though, man. Like I really look up to him, even though my parents and most other people don't. I think he's really cool.
Yeah, that's kind of cool. You know, I've just got my sisters, so.
Yeah. And your little sister too. Like you want to be a role model for her, right?
Yeah, I guess. I've never really thought of it like that. I guess so, yeah.
I think Meg's studying somewhere. It's school holidays. She's already trying to get caught up on holiday homework.
Oh, if you need any help with that, just let me.
That was not the boom I was looking
What?
for. That
Oh my
was
god!
not the boom I was
Everyone get under
looking
the table.
Code red.
for. These aren't the booms you're looking for. No. Okay, imagine the sound of a car backfiring. Bang! Did you order more pizza?
No, okay.
You should totally
everyone
get
stay
it.
calm. Yep, I've got it. Meg
Meg.
will try and like tidy down her shirt and just go and open the door cautiously. Hello?
Hey, it's Meg, right? From school.
Dylan from school. Hi, what are you doing here?
Hey, bro.
Hey,
Your brother said you were out.
Yeah, I was hanging out. My friends are having a holiday for the last 4 days. They took me. Their family's gone on vacation, so we
Must
were
be
down at
nice.
the beach partying.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, and I kind of I don't know. I had my fill. I thought I'd come back. You can have too much of a good thing, right?
Does that mean you're going to play?
Sure.
Yeah.
Well,
Are we going to continue?
Yeah.
look, I hit home and Mom and Dad were being real bummers, and I thought where's Callum at? Because I've been brewing some stuff up while I've been gone.
Oh my god, I'm so
So you
excited.
thought you would get Crash my babysitting again?
Well, I didn't know you'd be babysitting, Meg. I mean, I thought it would just be me and the
Good enough
boys.
for
but-
it.
But this is
Alright.
this is the great opportunity. You can totally play with us tonight.
I can just jump back in? Or
Yeah, sure, totally, right?
really?
Oh, I look, I hadn't thought about that.
I don't have to. I've got so
much.
much
No,
holiday
let's-
homework to do.
Well, actually, why don't you let me in first? That'd be.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right,
Can I come
'cause
in?
You're not a stranger. I will let you in.
No, I'm so not strange. I'm completely normal.
There's half a pizza left that Sarah didn't finish. If you want it.
Half a piece of pizza.
Sorry, you came too late.
Hey, it's better than nothing. Thanks.
Yeah.
He bustles in. He's got some books and stuff under his arm. And he throws them down on the kitchen table. And then he's like, I'm funny. You know how we introduced Katori into the setting?
Yeah.
There's this really good shop a few towns over where my friends were vacationing, and I picked up some stuff. They got a lot of pewters. It's like a soft metal, so some clippers and stuff. Anyway, and he opens this box of his minis, and he's got this unpainted miniature of a female warrior character, a fairly generic fantasy female warrior. But he's clearly found a miniature of a fox and cut its tail off and super glued it onto the back, and then put some putty, pretty rough putty work, but he's puttied it on around the back, so it's got this tail.
Is that a foxtail on there?
Well, I mean, yeah, you said. I mean, Katori didn't originally have a foxtail, but you said
Where
she
did
did.
you
so-
find this? I didn't even know they made Fox Lady figurines. So
They don't. It's called kit bashing. So I got 2 models and stuck them together and put some putty and.
you made that?
I mean,
I thought you dissed art class.
Well, I mean, they said that guns and robots and stuff weren't art, so I didn't do so well. But comics as well. That ain't art. I mean, come on.
That's so cool. Yeah,
Really?
dude, this is awesome.
Thanks, guys.
So that's Katori.
That's Katori, and I mean,
God.
if
Dude,
you're
that's so perfect. This, how cool is it?
That's so cool. Let me see.
Oh my goodness.
so yeah, you can paint it as well, but I'm not very good at painting. But there are some guys at the hobby shop that like to do it. So
That's
Sweet.
Really
if you want to try it sometime,
Look,
I mean, if you want to play again, Meg.
if you're happy to. It is holidays, and I can. Last time we played, it was really fun, and I got a little distracted in my next essay, and I only got 92%, so that's on you. But because it's the holidays, I'll play.
Yes.
All right, I'll go dance. Let's go.
As long as we don't wake Sarah this time, once I put her to bed, please.
Yeah.
Okay?
We'll be fine,
No
Meg.
repeats of last time.
I run around the other side of Dylan and just sort of push on his back and sort of push him in the direction.
He starts getting pushed in.
Go.
Someone has to be the responsible around here if you're here, so I'll do that.
Make a bleh sound.
And you all get bustled. You don't even need to go to the basement this time. You could play in the kitchen table, but you want the basement. That the vibe you're pushing towards.
How late is it?
atmospheric.
Because
It's like
if it's
8:30.
late, we don't want to wake
Yeah,
Sarah.
that's
Yeah.
good thinking. So you all bustle
babysitter.
downstairs to the basement.
Which there's totally a button that makes me
got
do
a
that.
button.
Oh, I did it.
Yes.
Also, I forgot to press the button that made it like go Patreon and all that on the thing.
Ah.
We're too flustered from the YouTube streaming situation.
Thinking we're too cool.
We don't want to press too many buttons.
Yeah,
Wasn't pressing it a
high
minimum
level of
tonight.
pressure.
Get that composure back next time.
Accidentally press the big red button and just explodes. That's what will happen. Yeah.
And downstairs, he starts setting up his stuff, and Dylan sort of grabs the little Katori mini he made and hands it over to Meg, and then says, "So, if you want to keep playing, like, she's yours.
That's pretty cool.
It's kind of like a tradition, right?
So
Players get minis."
people get figures of their characters.
Yeah, check us out, man.
Let me see.
Yeah.
We show off our minis.
Meg's just gonna excitedly look at. Yeah.
I didn't know
The
you'd be
details.
into this stuff. Like, a lot of people think it's kind of super nerdy and weird.
I love reading books. This is the closest I've gotten to actually like being in a fantasy. You get like the characters right here in my hand.
Okay, guys, real talk. Can we stop with whatever this? I want to play the game now, please.
What do you mean? We're just talking about minis, dude. Come on, Callum. All right, we'll play. We'll
Didn't know
play.
he made things like this. Just thought he made trouble.
You ready to dive back into Zozo?
Let's do it.
Yeah. Sick.
Yeah, you have to fill me in on what's been happening. So.
And we re-enter the world of Zozo. But we're not in an evil forest anymore.
I was about to say.
It's sort of a regular forest.
Dumped back into dramatic.
We return. You're kind of going to be out of it for just a little bit because I have to kind of set the scene. And
You do your
Katori's
thing.
doing Katori's thing, right?
Yeah. Just being a badass.
You're going to have to roll with me on how she comes back because we haven't had time to plan. I didn't think you'd be here. So,
Okay.
sorry. Oh,
That's
okay.
right.
Crossing the chords of creation. Litharium, Celestia, Oswald, Pockets, and Hendrax made great progress thanks to the teamwork of Pockets and Litharium. After a great, arduous journey, the group reached the other side. And there, Litharium, he has a strange look on his face, a weird expression, some trouble.
Whatever is the matter, Litharium? Don't tell me you're forgetting things now.
I regret to inform you all, I must push forward. I must head onward. I will meet up with you again, but there is business my father sent me to in Riftwood Forest, further from here. It is dangerous, but it is a detour your journey cannot afford. As you know, I am extremely lithe on my feet, powerfully built and fast. I should be able to, with only light strain to my musculature, journey ahead and catch back up with you.
Well, whatever it is you have to do, I'm sure it's with great importance, and your rippling muscles and your beautiful blonde hair that blows in the wind, it was a great aid to us.
Yes. Whatever path your elven feet must take, I'm sure it is the right one.
And as a great surprise to the party, pockets. Now I understand why the portraits weren't working. It's because I hadn't clicked show character and I had forgotten that I had to do that.
I'm glad that we
There's
both
my
forgot
confusion.
to do this.
Yeah, cool.
Both pressing buttons.
I was so confused by where he'd gone. Pocket speaks up. Well, I love stealing things, and theft is my favorite thing. I hate moral lessons, but I think I just learned a moral lesson. That's close enough, right?
Yeah, that was I couldn't.
Pretty accurate.
Is that meant to be Cody's character?
Pretty much exactly the same, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
God, I love money, but I'm beginning to love friendship. So I'm going to offer this to you, Litharium. I will journey with you as an equally fast on my feet, sneaky person. I will help you in whatever endeavor you have to help heal the bond between us and be really cool and epic together, but mostly me, because you're a loser, you loser elf.
You hit your head, Pockets!
No, I've been like this the whole time. You didn't notice. Also, I stole all of your money.
What?
And then he throws a handful of money in the air and then just dashes out of sight with Litharium.
That cunning bastard.
Smoke bomb of gold.
Exactly, a smoke bomb of gold. Well, that was a rather unexpected event. It's almost as if the world had conspired to find a reason for those two to not be here. It's like fate had other things in store. That happens surprisingly a lot with adventuring parties. Anyway, do you all smell the rumbling, the scent, the feeling of a storm on the air?
Ah, yes. Yes, I can sense it on the wind, even though my acuity is not very high.
I can still only smell that concoction. It was very, very potent.
I used to have an entire board of sound effects. But Jazza removed them before he left. Knowing that...
Cody.
Seriously. I was doing Thunder Rumbles in episode 1. Everyone remembers that. But now they're not here. Frick.
But
Just
alas,
do this, right?
I have Zap. That's terrible. Okay.
great. That's fantastic.
I'm sorry.
Rumble the dice.
Very, very frightening.
We've got no sound effects. They have gone away from me.
Just gotta do it the good old way.
Yeah.
I have that.
I stood on a person.
Lightning ruined one person.
I still have these.
Another.
Oh, stood on a bug.
Okay, so I can have punches.
They're coming in droves.
All right, sorry everyone.
Cats and dogs.
Okay. We'll try and sort some of these issues by next week.
But Hendrax, there's only now three of us here. Whatever shall we do? We cannot travel with only 3 people.
We cannot best the foul forces laid against us with only the 3 of us.
Agreed.
You're right. Let me think.
He does that a lot.
There is a tower ahead of here. Tide Turn Tower. The next watchtower in our journey. Perhaps if we head there, we can find out some... Wait. There's a rumble of thunder on the air. And suddenly a growing...
I'm sorry, that was great.
And suddenly, a growing grey storm crests across, coming up the channel, rumbling, striking of lightning, and Hendrax cocks his head. There is a humming on the air, a whistling, almost a tune of birdsong. Cocks his head again. I can hear it. The magic of the Storm Maiden Temple is telling me, through the power of Storm Song, they have a message for us. At Tide Turn Tower, we must go to the highest point of the lands around, which is conveniently the top of Tide Turn Tower, and we must create a lightning rod. I am terrible with my hands and have no idea how to create a lightning rod, so that's going to be up to you too.
Oh, can you cast lightning by any chance?
In a pinch I can. It's just a shame Pockets ran off. He's
What?
weedy enough, he'd be a perfect lightning rod.
Well, I have a sword. Perhaps that could help.
I suppose that could.
How many turns will it take us to take to the Tog Tower, that place?
How many turns? It's a straight journey.
Great. Shall we make haste?
Sorry, did you mean like, were you talking like, how many turns?
I was
Why'd you say that in Celestia's voice?
What? Well, I was like trying to do the thing where you say the multiple words with the same letter, so it sounded really cool. It was dumb.
Alliteration?
Yeah, I think
that
that.
the
Yeah,
word?
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're really smart.
Hey, I like English.
So I guess, look, all I'm getting at is, you can just go out of character if you need to ask it out of character question, but like, yeah, there's no real turns for movement. It's just going to be like maybe like half an hour. It's not that far because
okay.
the tower's on the coastline. So,
Oh,
yeah.
well, yeah. Let's go there then.
And the group journey onwards, heading towards Tide Turn Tower. They rise up some crests on these wind-whipped, harsh stone mountain ranges until ahead of them they see the rocky tower front of Tide Turn Tower. This tower has no hamlet around it. There's no small township. There's nothing like that. It's just a craggy tower, but uniquely, a large bonfire, a huge watchlight burns upon the top, acting as a sort of lighthouse as well, as this mountain is on the entrance, the narrow entrance to the channel. After the tower, after this mountain, which is called Jawbone Peak, the spine that you're traveling along softens to mountains, softens to hills, forested hills that follow along, as the more easy land of the northern continent becomes sort of easier to navigate. As you approach the palisades around the tower, once more, you note a guard at the entrance.
Oh, here's hoping this one goes smoother.
You approach the guard.
All right. I'll deal with this again.
Yeah.
It'll be fine this time.
Of course.
All right.
Good luck.
Greetings, sir.
Oh, hello there.
What? You?
What? Hey,
How are you here?
sir, I must say I do not know you. I remember faces very well, and I can say I've never seen your face in my life.
What? Looks back over the head to like the chords of destiny. How? You're not a wizard?
No, I'm not.
What is your
Oh my
name?
God.
What is your name, good sir?
Oh, my name's Gideon. Nice to meet you.
Gideon, do you have a brother by any chance?
I do have a brother,
What is his name?
Frederick.
Interesting.
What about the other brother?
Joseph.
The other brother?
Marcus.
How many brothers do you have, boy?
Oh, my parents have been very busy their whole lives. I think my mum popped one out every year she could.
Oh my goodness.
Mostly boys. I think I've got 17. 4 died as kids, but the rest are still alive. 13 brothers in all.
What was the cause of death?
For the kids, mostly ailments, malnutrition, the general sort of things that kill children in this medieval nightmarescape we live in.
There wasn't a club or something.
No clubbing's happened in our family. My father doesn't believe in that kind of punishment. Back of the hand, he says. That's for people who don't know how to raise kids right.
This is going into a rather dark place.
It's just a dream. It's a dream. It's a side effect of the concoction.
We would like to enter the tower, please. Or the town. I don't know where we are.
What's the password then?
The password.
Celestia, it's fine. He doesn't have the power to stop us. We'll be on our way. And I just go to walk past him.
And he draws his sword with a and like puts it across the entrance. He says, I'm a guard of the Crimson House. I absolutely have the authority to stop you entering. It's my duty to inspect anyone who comes through here.
Wait, I give up. I don't know anything anymore. I'm going to retire and become a hermit, build my own wizard's tower.
Do you just need to inspect us? Is that correct? And take our weapons, I assume?
I've got to do what we call a visual pat down.
Tell
Assess you for security threats.
Tell you what if I challenge you to a game?
All right, let's hear it.
Rock, paper, scissors.
All right, throw. Let's go.
Okay, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Rock, paper, scissors. Oh, shoot.
All right. Well, as the rules of the game state, you are barred from entry forthwith forever.
What?
Well, I mean, you did state that if you won, you got to enter. So I guess the opposite was true. And given that there was no disclaimers on the duration of the ban or the permission to enter, the rules of the game pretty clearly state that that means you're banned for life.
But if there was no disclaimers, then that doesn't necessarily mean that that's true.
I mean, you chose to enter into a game with no open or closed rules.
Best of 3?
Oh, no, I like to keep a win a win.
Well, I'm out of ideas.
The forces of evil will triumph. I see it.
Wait, why will they triumph?
Because the will of men is horrendous.
Celestia would like to investigate, like, around the other side to see if there's another way into the tower that isn't in front of this guard.
Okay. Can I get you to make a acuity and intelligence check?
This is going to go well. Oh, my goodness, this is not... Okay.
Murray, get on. Oh, yeah, there it is.
We got it.
You went. I don't think it's meant to be the full screen dice cam.
No, it isn't.
That's what we
Really? Do we do full screen?
Yeah.
I've never noticed. All right,
Oh,
let's see.
no, this one's
that. Yeah, that's the one.
All right, I'm rolling 3 dice here.
I saw the big button.
I get 1 success.
One success.
Roll.
You sort of walk to the left and right, and you realize the way this is built into the mountain with the palisade is that it doesn't go all the way around. It's kind of one entrance and exit, a little Helm's Deepy as it's built up
Okay.
into the mountain. There's no other entrance.
Okay, I go back to Gideon.
It's okay, Celestia. You got us in last time. I will do as I did, attempted to the first time, and play by his rules.
Okay. I do have a backup plan if it fails.
Gideon number 2. I am ready to receive your visual pat down.
All right. Can I get you to turn around then, sir?
Okay.
Yep. He doesn't look like a threat at all. You can go in.
I feel mildly insulted and I want to stay outside. For the good of our journey, I will proceed.
Good man.
Certainly powerful calves you've got there, though.
He noticed.
All right, head on in. And you there.
You're not there. And you do notice that his eyes are like slightly pointing in different directions. And he just is looking at like past you, and he's like, "You there, lady with the blonde hair and the blue outfit?
What, are you talking to me?
Yeah, you, the twin sister. Are you going to submit to my visual pat down?
Oh, yes, of course.
All right, nice turnaround then.
I turn around.
Oh, I can see you've got a sword there.
Yes.
You
it's
trained to
actually-
use it?
No, well, yes, I am trained to use it, sorry. But it is also my walking cane as well.
Make a persuasion check. Come on, you go. Make a roll. What would you like to use?
It is a strong walking cane. I would like to use my authority.
Oh, you can use authority to be like, you're a soldier. Like,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yes.
So, look, given the circumstances, I'm happy for you to just do authority charisma. So it's all talking here.
Challengeable.
Actually, he does seem pretty dim-witted, doesn't he?
No.
You can use intelligence if you'd like instead, but if you want to use charisma.
No charisma.
Okay, cool.
I also should have charmed it
Challenge
instead.
level is only 2.
Okay. Let's go.
One
I got
success.
Sorry, you go on.
Oh, right. Oh. And you like demonstrate some things. Oh no, your swordsmanship is certainly not on parity to Gideon the Brave. I'm going to need you to have to check that with me, and I'll hold on to it till you leave.
Oh my god, of course, sir. I totally. Look over there! And I point.
Make a deception. A deception and...
Yep.
I'm going to say wisdom.
Okay.
Challenge level 3.
Oh, it's ain't going through.
That is a D8.
That's it.
You just roll a D8.
Successes.
2 successes. Well, it doesn't matter with a D8. I mean, it's a 50-50 chance. You can pretty much flip a coin if you want.
Unfortunately, his eye was already facing those directions. He's like, there's nothing there.
Much to your like kind of disgust and surprise, one eye follows your hand very well. There's a very wet eye noise. And then the other
noise.
you're like, and then it just comes back to focus. He's like, what? Sword, please.
Never mind. I give him my sword.
And then he's like, you can go in, but your sister's got to stay out here. She lost the game.
That's fine.
You walk past.
Yes.
Shortly after, oi, where'd that lady go? She bloody disappeared. Sneaky one. At least her sister's honest. I've got a sword. And you sort of head on into the tower inside.
What about Hendrax?
You're right.
Just walks there.
There's a brief conversation outside, and Hendrax walks through afterwards.
He was the sister
All right.
the whole time.
Thank you, Gideon, darling. As ever, your watch is excellent.
I wish I could be as smooth as that guy.
So, you are now inside.
I have no words for what we just experienced.
Welcome to the Inner Palisade. Is there anyone in particular you're looking for? You're in a guardhouse, so there's a tower. Yeah. There's a couple of people wandering around.
Is there any? I'd like to see if I recognize anyone at night or like.
They're all, okay, we're make a check.
Mm-hmm.
Make an acuity check. And you're specifically looking for a knight, are you? So intelligence as well.
Oh, dang it. All right.
Challenge number 2. With 1 success, you don't find anyone that fits the bill of a knight.
Got it.
Well, I don't know anybody here, unfortunately.
I would like to check the stables for any messenger or envoy that may have come in here with said message.
Okay. There's a small place where a few horses are hitched and a couple of donkeys, but it's not like knights are posted here. The terrain of the mountainous terrain doesn't really work for horseback adventuring. But you do find an old man picking up some wood and sort of bundling it in his hands near the horses.
Close to a donkey, I'll take it.
Close enough to a donkey, yeah. His sort of face is sort of etched in the salt and wind weathered face of a person who's lived a long life in a harsh environment by the sea. And he looks up as you approach. What you looking around here for, old man?
I'm looking for anyone who may have entered recently. We are under the impression that a messenger of sorts may have arrived, possibly from the Storm Maiden's temple.
Ooh, just wait. Didn't Hendrax tell you guys to set up a lightning rod on the roof?
Yes.
What are you asking about a messenger for, man?
Oh, you said that there was a message here. Was that separate to the lightning
the
rod?
message was what Hendrax.
Hendrax heard the message
the
to go
storm, because
to get you
Hendrax
to
can do
the
that.
lightning rod. Yeah, Hendrax can do anything. He's a DMPC.
I'm sorry, I assumed.
What's a DMPC?
Oh, it's basically like a babysitter for characters in the session who are new to things.
I see why you'd need that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like a chaperone. That's why he's so good at everything. What?
Can we get back to the game?
Far out,
You
Callum.
like this, Callum?
You're big into it, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Running around.
We got like time. Like, let's go, guys.
Long blonde hair.
Yeah.
Nice little dress.
Okay.
I like your dress.
Thanks.
So, anyway. So, what brings you here?
Call it fate
Messenger.
or destiny?
No messages here.
No messengers.
No, I'm the watchmaster. I have to see nothing. The lighthouse watchmaster. You know, I watch the light. Not like a captain of the guard or anything. That's Selene. You want Selene if you want to talk to that kind of person. If you want to talk to someone about lighthouses, I'm your man.
I'll keep that in mind.
You don't want to talk about lighthouses, do you? They never want to talk about lighthouses.
I will consider coming back once I've been up there to see the lighthouse closer. Where could I find this Selene?
She'll just be on the inside the building.
Excellent. Thank you, good sir.
All right. Guessing he traipses into the tower. And you immediately see the striking uniform of a captain of the guard. You note the red tabard with the plate armor, all the trappings that you sort of saw at the previous watch houses. The person in front of you is a very tall, broad-featured, and resolute-looking woman, and her storm grey eyes mirror the cloudy sea that she watches over, but also reflected in flecks of grey in her otherwise dark locks that are pulled back into a bun on the back of her head. And she sort of looks at you newcomers. We don't often get visitors here. Welcome.
Is it because of Gideon?
What?
Never mind.
You meet Gideon Steelheart at the entrance, bravest guard in this part of the Reach.
I would be very interested to know how he got that name.
He's extremely well liked in the area. How can I help you, though, adventurers?
Yes. We are seeking to go to the top of your tower.
Yes.
We have it on good authority that we can be struck by lightning.
Well, we need to conduct lightning to receive a message.
Yes, that's how the cool kids do it these days.
That's peculiar, but as long as you don't put out the fire up there or get burnt, I'm okay with it. But be on your best behavior. There's some strange happenings around here.
Strange happenings.
Yes.
Call me intrigued.
Well, we've heard that there's some issues in the local town. Overhill. There's been some...
Overhill's the name of the town, or the town is Overhill? I'm confused.
Both, that's why it's called Overhill.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
Right.
Simple names.
Yes.
There's
Probably
been
named by Gideon.
There's been some...
Gideon the BBAG.
There's been some calamities recently that have befallen the town, and we haven't had a message from them in some time. We usually do. Things could be getting dire down there. They could use some assistance, I'm sure.
There's been a string of woeful tales all the way down from where we came from. We are seeking to get message as fast as we can and as far across the land. Hence why we need to set up a lightning rod.
If the Storm Maidens heeded our call and are willing to slow down our enemy, it may have bought us a little bit of time. There's no way they'll have the harmony required to cross the chords of creation, and with ships destroyed,
Vorat's foul legion will need to find another way across the ocean. We may have time yet to help the small people of Overhill. If hero's business is what you want to do.
Yes. I am a hero.
Well spoken, Celestia.
Well, in
Sorry, I
that
forget
case,
myself sometimes.
let's set up a big rod and get the bolts of lightning in.
Wow, that sounded... Anyway. Yes, one problem, however. I was going to use my sword as a conductor, and I have been relieved of that, so...
That would have melted the absolute butt out of it, so it's a good thing you didn't do it.
Also, you would have violated the rule that said you are not allowed to be set on fire.
You know how our tricky friend Pockets always stole everything?
Yes, of course.
Well, I took the liberty of liberating him of one of his prized possessions just to prove a point.
Oh?
You pickpocketed Pockets!
I have the fastest fingers in the nation. It does jazz hands.
Amazing.
I think this could help you, he says, drawing a tiny gnomish halberd, a silver halberd. It's like a foot long. This is the metal decorative halberd that Pocket stole earlier.
Yes. Miniature helmet. Perfect. Thank you, Hendrax. This is amazing. We should make haste.
Yes, let's set up the lightning rod. And you all bustle up the stairs, and Celine doesn't distract you or stop you in any way. You reach the top, getting what would be a beautiful look out upon the coast, except it's all grey storm clouds and roiling seas. It's really disturbed and unusually dire portents all around you compared to usual. At the top of this tower, there is a raging bonfire upon like stilts. It's up on a sort of platform so that you don't get burnt by it. And it seems to be lit with a mix of regular fire and also some magical assistance. How would you like to set up this lightning rod?
Yeah, I have a question, Dylan.
Yeah, man.
Science wasn't my strongest suit, so how do we use a lightning rod? Do we just hold it and stick it in something?
Dude, you don't hold it.
Definitely don't hold it.
Well, from the conversation about melting your sword, that's what I gather, but...
Well, that's the cool thing about role-playing games, right? Is that I don't assume you know what your character knows. So if Oswald's really clever, you roll, and then I can just tell you what to do, kind of. So if you like pick a role that makes sense to work out the puzzle, then we roleplay like Oswald came up with the solution. So, like, if I do some weird cryptographic quiz, I'm not going to actually expect you to solve a logic puzzle in a location where you don't have any like visual aids or context or the knowledge of your character. Oh. That would be kind of annoying if a DM did that.
Yeah, I agree.
Been practicing. Okay.
Just puts down a Rubik's Cube. Damn it! There's no Rubik's Cube puzzle. Back to the adventure. Oswald.
All right. I would like to take the tiny little halberd, and I am going to attach it, stick it into the end of my staff, and then I will use my magical powers to channel the lightning, but also protect myself using my knowledge of magic.
So I'm going to get you to use your skill that you're choosing will be your magic skill, and the second skill, I'm going to say it's actually going to be your resistance. It's going to be a specific skill because you've basically just said you're going to channel lightning through yourself and use magic to not get hurt by the lightning. So I'm going to get you to actually do a specific roll. So it'll be resistance, not strength, and your thing. And the challenge level will be 3, maybe even 4. It's a pretty tough one. 4. You are a wizard. You could, because this check could only be attempted with your wizard skill, I'm going to make the challenge level relative to the magic task, not the challenge level relative to how difficult it would be for a regular person to do this. So challenge level 3. You literally wouldn't be able to do this without the magic skill.
It is time for some wizardry.
3 successes.
Hey.
Nice.
Oswald holds up the staff. There is a rumble in the air, deep crack of lightning, a few arc between the clouds, and then a massive jolt smashes. Wow, that was so epic. There it is.
It's a little spark.
Tiny.
That's better.
Oh, that's
Ooh.
better.
Yeah. And a lightning bolt arcs through Oswald. The lightning grounds into the tower and arcs all around, and through it, the staff starts to shake, and this lightning bolt, it's like there's like something stuck in a throat, a lump in a snake's neck coming down the lightning bolt, this bulge of lightning that slowly comes down towards you and looks rather strange until there's a blast of lightning, and about 3 foot above the top of your staff, Katori materializes in thin air and drops towards you.
Superhero landing.
Superhero,
Yeah.
you don't even need to roll for that. Katori smashes into the ground with a superhero landing.
I said wizardry, but yet even I am taken aback by these turns of events.
Oh my gosh, that could only be the magic of the Storm Maidens, the fabled electric ladies. They
Hello,
have the power
everyone.
to channel the storm. Katori, you don't mean to tell me that the Storm Maidens finally listened to someone from outside them, impressed by their strength and fellow femininity, and decided that it would be a good idea to hold back the forces of Borath Ruinbringer and also send you forth as some kind of envoy messenger and protector to aid our heroes in the journey towards Paradise City and to helping the Queen and the Prince save the realm?
How did you know?
I'm very intuitive.
That is exactly what happened. My goodness. But yes, I persuaded them. I'm very persuasive.
Oh, welcome
Good to
back.
see you all again.
Yes, you too.
Well
I
done,
also had
Katori.
to persuade them a little bit because I think I left something with you guys last time. I lost this little wooden flute thing. So I thought maybe you guys would have it.
Oh,
Yes. Do 2 things at once.
I admit my memory has not been great of late, but I cannot say that I've seen this.
I think I know who has your flute. Unfortunately, they are no longer with us.
Pockets!
Yes.
Did he die?
No.
Unfortunately!
What did this scoundrel do this time?
Oh, well, he stole all of our gold. And obviously your flute
You
as
think he has my
well.
thing?
Yes. But I believe he may be back at
This is
some
a
point.
pickle. That was a one-way ticket.
And to think I complimented the boy. My memory's returning, yet I still can't think of why I did that.
I thought he just liked hugs.
The rehabilitation for being an A-grade loser is a long and arduous task. Only with all of your help does Pockets have a chance at being anything but a complete mega nerd loser that nobody likes.
Wow, that is very
Yeah.
harsh.
I'm specifically, of course, talking about Pockets and nobody else. But I am on the path to rehabilitating that troublesome little lad myself. Hopefully you're all willing to help him when he does return from his adventure.
Of course.
And you thought pacifism was your greatest test yet.
No, Pockets has always been my greatest test.
That's what I meant.
Oh, I get it. Sorry. I'm not as quick as you sometimes. You're very witty for a young whippersnapper.
It is okay. You took all your thinking and realizing what I did. That took a lot of thought. I could
There was
tell.
a lot of contemplation of
Yeah.
Cloud Song before I could hear
That was
that.
beautiful, really.
So, is it true that the Storm Maidens have in fact decided to slow down the progress of Vorath?
They are very powerful. I am in awe of them, but yes, absolutely. That is what they are doing right now. Slowing him down.
Good. So, we have a little bit of time to save some common folk if we want.
yes.
Yeah, what is your plan currently? What have you guys been up to?
Oh, well, my sword got taken from me from Gideon, the front guard. But yes, there is trouble.
Gideon. I feel like I know a god called Gideon.
Oh, I mean, I have to go back to get my sword so we could introduce you to him, but he's a bit
I'd
of
not
a...
recommend it.
Yeah.
You don't like this guy?
Ah, well.
He's not very likable.
Oh, okay.
You'll see. Yes, but there is trouble in a nearby town that I think perhaps we should...
Yes, there's a beleaguered town that could do with some assistance. And we may have just bought them that time.
We should go then.
You know, I must say it's a bit of a tradition with a group of new adventurers to go off to the side of the main direction you're generally heading and engage in a quest. Some people think of them as side quests. I prefer to think of them as helping the common people and gaining some kind of reward of experience, treasure, or loot to aid in the primary quest. It's pretty common and generally pretty fun.
You have a strange way of looking at the world.
I've been around for a very long time. I look at things differently. A bit like Tom Bombadil in that regard. Anyway, lead on.
We'll get down to Gideon and I'll go get my sword back.
Yes, we must press on with all haste.
So you just sort of waltz out of the tower, down the stairs.
Just with an extra person.
Yeah, Celine gives this very stern raised eyebrow as this extra person
Give
walks
it finger
past.
guns.
And just,
Lightning rod worked.
yes, I see that. Of course, as you were, she says, not wanting to give up any air of knowing what's going on. And you approach the entrance to this tower, and Gideon is standing there waiting for you all. Oh, did you enjoy your time? There was a nasty crack of lightning.
That was me, sorry.
Oh, hello.
I like to make an entrance.
Wait,
Hi.
Oh, God.
This is your friend Gideon?
Oh, not my friend, no.
you smell? Yes, that's right. There's a distinct crackle of ozone about you. You smell like you might have just been conducted through the electrical currents of the sky, perhaps traversing a vast distance over a storm cloud through the lightning magic of the Storm Maidens at the Storm Maiden Temple. Wow. I'd know that smell anywhere.
Hendrax, I think I found your twin.
Me? Hendrax?
No. You both know so many things.
Oh, no, I only know a very specific amount of very, very few topics. Storms happen to be one of my specialty topics, yes.
You would love the Storm Maiden's Temple.
Oh, of course, but unfortunately, men like me aren't allowed there.
That is true.
Maybe someday they'll change their ways, but until men change their ways, I can understand why they wouldn't.
It is a paradise there, I won't lie.
Can imagine men like you aren't allowed a lot of places, Gideon.
What is his problem?
That is a great question.
Look over. Bloody Oswald is like behind a number of chairs, doors, and like armories, just peeking out. What do you want?
May I have my sword back, please? We are leaving.
Of course, here you go.
Thank you.
Hands you the sword. If you say your sister anywhere, she's gone missing. She didn't sneak in with you, did she?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, she would be here with me right now if she were.
Oh, where are you heading?
To
On a
Overhill.
quest
Overhill.
of sides.
yes, that quest of sides. Yes.
Oh, Overhill, right. Yeah. Nestled in those rocky shores.
Yeah, over the hill, I believe.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it's sort of embraced the unpredictable dance of the ocean waves down there. Their culture and their life is tied in with the sea and
Are you saying
beautiful.
they've flooded?
I don't know. I was just waxing lyrical about the nature of the town to give you a bit of information about it.
It was rather beautiful. I just wasn't sure of the context. I apologize.
Oh, I've been rated as a local guide by our local rating services.
What is your rating?
5 stars.
5 stars out of how many, though?
I believe there's only 5 stars in the 5 star system.
That's impressive.
That's
It
a
could have
good
been out of
rating.
100. I had to ask.
I feel like you keep insinuating that I'm not well liked, or at least Oswald does. But
No, I think he doesn't. I'm not sure what this reaction is happening, but
well, anyway, Overhill.
I don't like a lot of people. It's nothing personal. I take it back. This one's personal.
Anyway, Overhill is a hardy community with strong ties to maritime traditions. The people thrive by relying on fishing, trading, and enduring and living with the beauty and violence of the turbulent sea.
We heard that there's some trouble going on there. Have you heard any rumours?
I haven't heard from them for days, which is rather unusual because we usually get our fresh fish from there. Yeah, I haven't had any sushi in a week.
Sushi.
Yeah,
What is sushi?
Well, it's thinly sliced raw fish. It's
Delicacy.
yeah, absolutely. It's very nice when fresh from the sea. And there's a fantastic chef down there that makes it well. One of my favourite meals, in fact.
And you haven't heard from them for a while.
No, quite worrying.
Has anybody gone down to check?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
We've got sacred duty to protect the tower.
Okay.
So, yeah, we kind of rely on them coming and checking on us.
So I'll make my way over like I'm walking past.
Okay, it's safe, Oswald.
So, we're off to go check on them.
Oh, wonderful. That'll be nice. Ever since there was that awful storm and, you know, the giant sea monster that came up the channel.
How long ago was the storm?
Oh, a few days ago. Maybe like 2 days ago. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some
He
nasty
stops on
omens.
Flagstone. What? Sea monster?
Oh, it's just a giant sea monster that came up the channel.
Oh, just your generic sea monster.
Casual sea
Has
monster.
this happened before?
No, I've never seen anything like it in my life. It was honestly quite terrifying.
Wait, so you saw the giant sea monster attack the town, but you didn't do anything about it?
I didn't say it attacked it. First of all, it was a giant sea monster,
Right.
so it would have eaten me if I had attempted to help. But secondly, I didn't say it attacked the town. I said it went up the channel. Yeah.
But you didn't tell anyone
You
this.
didn't tell anyone.
Why are you assuming I didn't tell
Who
anyone?
did you tell?
Celine Stormwatch, the captain.
Okay, but no one's gone down to check on them, you said.
Well, the sea monster went straight past. I can't imagine.
Okay, I think we should go.
We should just go. I don't
I
know
see
why.
what you say about this Gideon fellow.
Yes.
Hopefully it just
Thank you.
went past and didn't go past after eating everything there.
Oh, it's been eating ships. I mean, we've been watching it do that for a while.
Riveting stuff, is it?
No, it's horrifying. Can't imagine the loss of life aboard the ship, but truly, I'm powerless to stop this giant mega creature that just destroys a ship with a clench of its jaw.
And what did this Celine say when you told about all of these horrifying things?
Oh, she swore, didn't she?
And that was it?
Well, there was a few of them. Quite nasty language. I've never heard her say anything like it before in my life.
Oh.
Anyway, and then we sent half of our crew up. You notice there's not many of us here. Yeah, of course, we sent a bunch of people off to the various towns to make sure everyone was safe and made sure there any kind of emergency procedures are being followed and messages are being carried. Very important business.
I kind of feel like turning him upside down and shaking him until all the useful information comes out.
I get that feeling sometimes too. Look, I think we have probably overstayed our welcome. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Gideon.
Oh,
You've been-
never mind. You can stay as long as you like.
no,
You
it's
said as
okay.
you're walking away.
Bye.
I just close the door to the keep and just walk away. And there's like a guard who's like about to walk in. He's just like, what are you doing?
Just mildly confused as we say goodbye
Good.
to Gideon and you head down the hill. It is a few hours' journey as you head down winding hills and cliffs towards the local town of Overhill. What you assume as you reach there, is sort of come down the steps towards the outskirts of this town, the medium-sized town. The thriving and bustling economy of a portside town is not present. Doors are shuttered closed. Streets are littered with debris, broken wood, timber. Buildings, especially near the coast, are broken, laying ruined by what you can only assume has been some like tidal coastal activity. The docks, the few remaining boats that are docked there have been bashed up against the piers and jetties, cracks in their hulls and severe damage. It's a wonder that they haven't sunk in the port. There is an air of despair hanging over this city as flies gather around some rotten and abandoned old fish stocks that have been sort of ruined, washed up, and were dead on arrival. They're not safe to eat around the shore. There's a significantly sized medium whale carcass.
you can see bloated and rotting with huge bites and lashes taken out of it, that has beached itself in an attempt to escape something and died. And then it also has large chunks sliced off it with human tools as they've harvested the goods that they can of this dying creature that had rocked up on the shore. Looking into this grim town, the group of you comfortably introduced to the setting, ready to play and explore this role-playing game, and really, I think, begin your adventure in earnest in a really traditional sense. Are ready to begin your first side quest in Overhill. But we're not going to do that tonight.
What?
Yeah, because it's like finish time. So tonight was a talky episode. We need to get through a lot and get Katori back in the seat. And we actually started really late, everyone. We're sorry because we had a whole bunch of streaming issues we needed to resolve. But we have reached the time that we finish. And it seemed crazy to like start the quest and then stop. We could have gone for a bit longer, but it would have been a really awkward stopping point. So we'll have an adventure in Overhill next week. We'll be able to dive straight into the group of us, ready to go, ready to adventure. There will be some combat, in fact. Some very fishy things are afoot in Overhill.
It'll be good. Nothing will go wrong. We were warned over like 10 things that could go wrong with the stream, and we had about 15 go wrong.
Yeah, so it is a really short episode. We hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you to our patrons. But yes, it's a short episode. It's been a bit hectic. This is the first week Jazz is away. The first week the lunatics are running the asylum, and I think almost everything broke that could break.
Yep. Don't tell him.
The computer like blue screened and didn't work, and then we had to restart it 5 times to get it started. The stream had
Green
latency
screen.
issues. The green screen was weird.
Yeah.
Everything broke.
The sound
I don't
was
think
weird for a
anything
little
worked.
bit.
Oh,
Sound
all the
was
files
weird. All the
desynced.
files went away.
Yeah.
They all desynced, and I had to manually add them all.
Yeah.
So next week we'll assume that's going to happen, and we'll start setting it up even earlier.
But we're still uploading this to you guys to
Yeah.
view.
Of course, this is fun.
So-
We got there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Still after partying?
Yeah, we're after partying.
Yeah,
That's why we're
see?
finishing
There
on
we
time.
go.
We don't skimp on our patron after party. So if you're a patron or want to be a
us.
patron, join us in our weekly after parties,
Come and
or
party.
join us scrolling along the screen.
Thanks for watching.
Yes, thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with us.
Yeah, so the YouTube audience didn't see any of that calamity. They were just like, oh, it's just a short episode. To everyone who's watching us live right now, we're sorry, and thank you for watching us on Discord, which is
Real
talked
life
about at the start of the
adventures
episode.
happen.
Time for after party.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Goodbye.